Come on, you can send some better videos to your family. I rant about this kind of stuff a lot because I feel consumers are paying for a ton of stuff they probably don't use. Chances are pretty good that your phone is likely your main camera and is probably the computer you reach for most frequently. And there are a bunch of social media services that encourage participation through video. Little snippet video sharing, it kind of trains us to treat our content as disposable fodder for likes and online validation. What about making something with a little more care to share with the people we care about? Not only is your phone really good at this kind of work, it's my argument that your phone is probably better than your laptop or desktop for making creative content. With a phone, your camera and computer are the same thing. After some familiarity for your phone workflow, you save a ton of time because you never have to transfer files from a camera to a computer. Be honest, and I've been guilty of this too. I'll get an idea for a video, I'll shoot some stuff, but then maybe I get interrupted, and then I never go back to finish that project. The immediacy of mobile content creation helps keep up that momentum, and it helps us finish what we start. Tech influencers focus way too much on the compromises of mobile creation and not nearly enough on the positives. So here are a few tips and tricks for sprucing up your family videos and catering to a mobile workflow. But these tips should work for everybody, regardless of what computer you want to edit on. Number 1, overshoot everything. It can be a little annoying pointing a camera all around, running around and putting your phone in people's faces, but we've been trained to think in terms of 10 and 15-second clips. That's lame. We don't let a moment play out. We don't get that extra footage. Since we know we're going to edit, it's okay if the video is running longer before the moment and we let the moment play out after we get the main action. Like opening a gift. You might think the wrapping paper is the excitement, but you might miss the realization and the emotion after that wrapping paper is torn off. You're going to cut stuff down, and storage is cheap, so don't be a Scrooge with the recording. Number 2, overshoot some more. It can be tricky filling a video with just the people or the big moments. Thinking like a producer, capture a few extra elements, what we generically call B-roll. Little clips around the main action, little slices of life, close-ups on faces or hands. Get some of the decorations, and don't forget your pets. We use these little clips to move from bigger scene to scene. And beyond just providing better transitions, those little moments are what help us remember these holidays when we're looking back. If you'll pardon a brief tangent, my mom just recently scanned a ton of my grandfather's old film negatives. And while there were plenty of nicely staged portraits of people staring right down the camera lens with rehearsed smiles, it was all the little slice of life stuff that really triggered her memories. The more candid moments. We can capture those bits, and it really makes a family video feel special when we include them in a bigger project. Number 3, keep the flow tight. The wonderful thing about editing, you don't need to send the entire video of what the moment was really like. We can sum up the feel of the moment in a shorter, easier to consume bite-sized morsel. Carve up clips, move the pieces around, and keep those edits tight. In my videos, if I want a casual feel, that often comes with 3 to 5 second chunks. My daughter's first haircut at a salon, because it was such a fun day, no edit in that video is longer than 2 seconds, and most edits are only a second long. I have all the longer source videos if my daughter wants to look back on what that day was really like, but the finished video is quick, fun, and dynamic. It's a fun representation of that first haircut. We don't have to sit there and watch the entire process. Number 4, a brief word on music. Using good music in our videos is super annoying these days. If it's copyrighted and you upload it to a platform like YouTube, Google will probably mute that audio for you. 2 ways around this. If you're going to share this video on YouTube, you can often find some fun background music licensed for YouTube content creators in your YouTube settings. You can't really share that video on any other platform, but it's free and it's safe to use on the most popular online video sharing service. And it's always worth remembering that videos on YouTube, don't need to be public. You can upload unlisted videos if you want to more privately share your content. However, if you just absolutely need that track from a popular artist to soundtrack your family activities, consider using a private cloud storage solution for sharing the finished video. If it's for your family and friends, do you really need the social media likes? Send your family a link from your favorite cloud service, and it might even feel more special for it being a private exchange. I made this for you, not for the internet. We were talking about my daughter's first haircut. That was soundtracked by Janelle Monáe. A lot of her sports and activity videos are backed up by Daft Punk, and our holiday videos are all scored by contemporary pop and jazz musicians. None of those videos go up on YouTube. Number 5. The more you do it, the better you get. We have this idea that video editing is hard. It's really not. String a bunch of clips together, slide the edges or these bubbles around to trim the clips down, insert some transitions, and drop a music track under the action, and you're done. I don't know when we started acting like this was something people should only do while sitting in front of thousands of dollars of high-end workstation hardware. Harumph. Chances are pretty good that the computer you already own is gonna do you just fine. And chances are better than average that your phone is already more powerful than you'd need it to be to cut up some HD video. But let's see if we can put this in better perspective. I like to show off $1,000 phones, but $400 handsets are just as capable at shooting and editing 4K video as their more expensive counterparts. I've easily finished projects on Pixel 4a's. The main difference will probably be rendering time. A more expensive phone will render faster, but those mid-ranger phones are still going to finish in a reasonable time frame, often in the ballpark of an older PC. If we're talking ballparks, let's throw out some numbers. Rendering a 4K video on a $350 phone takes about twice as long to finish as that video's duration. That's stupid good. A 5-minute holiday video in crazy high quality taking about 10 minutes to render. My last PC workstation, which I spent a lot of money on, could not chew up 4K video that fast. I think you're gonna be fine. Practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the better you get at it. But don't believe for a second that a less expensive phone or an older premium phone can't deliver some excellent finished content. But I've been rambling on for a bit now. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Folks, don't let TickBook and Face Talk devalue your family memories. This stuff is not disposable, and it means a lot more than just a couple apathetic likes on social media. My daughter's whole life is archived in 4K quality, and at 5 years old, she's starting to explore her own history. These clips are valuable. Your family and friends might not be able to articulate the nuances of editing, and they might not fully grasp the effort that goes into the production, but they probably will appreciate you put in some extra effort making them something special. You get to look back on those videos too, and you get more for your money on a gadget purchase. Why own a pocket supercomputer if you're not gonna use it? So get out there and make some memories. And I think you'll have more fun capturing and sharing those memories too. From my family to yours, happy holidays, and I'll catch you all on the next video.